it's really to be calm. There's a lot of excitement going on. There's a lot of things that was just announced. I don't want to say too many things on these platforms. What I can say is that there's a lot of financial good news that just came out 24 hours ago. Look it up, okay? So what does that mean for us on the A team over here? Us guys and ladies over here, gentlemen and beautiful ladies across the planet. Boys, young and old, girls, children, listen, your parents, check it. The most important thing we can focus on right now is our projects and things for humanity to bring us together even closer. The most important thing we can focus on right now is not to repeat the past, but to create the future that we want. The most important thing now that we can do, I mean, all my homies in London and UK are going off, dude. You know, they want to end this. All my homies in India, all my homies in every country, Australia, where you at? You know what I mean? This whole thing is wrapping up. This new level of abundance is coming our way. And the issue is that if there is no budget for these illicit activities that have been going on behind the scenes, that's the goal. You know, when I was younger, you know, in my early 20s, you know, in Southern California, you know, for all my friends that have gone through past things with addictions, let me explain something to you. How did those specific chemicals get in this country and who benefited from them? I don't think a 20-year-old should ever have access to any of these things that would actually steer their life course into a place of pain, suffering, and not only for them, but for their families. If some of these drugs and things didn't exist, I think we'd be a lot better. I think if a lot more people learned how to surf, there are huge wave pools going in Palm Springs and Desert Hot Springs right now, $115 million projects. I would like to also be a part of the surf thing. Why? Because I love being in water, number one. Number two, what's going to happen when I start actually, you know, people think a wave pool. In my mind, I'm thinking like a transmutation machine. I mean, like, why can't I put organite in the cement or a piezoelectric effect and put 10, 15, 100,000 pounds of shungite from the Ukraine in the base of the wave pool, so while you're getting barreled, all your energy is being vacuumed and cleaned up and reprocessed. I don't think there's any better way to actually clear a human being rather than even a steam room. As the steamer goes through 6 different pipes from the main boiler, it goes through, say, the base layer being a red agate, the sacral being cornelian, the stomach chakra being, say, golden calcite, into a green chrysophase combo. Then it goes through a sodalite or an amethyst throat chakra. As the steam goes and hits the crystals and frequencies, then hits you in the steam room, there should be no reason why our frequency cannot be blended in bounds within, I don't know, 15 minutes of sitting in the proper steam. There's things I want to bring to you guys that's super old school knowledge that pours through me. I can't stop it. All I think about are the old palaces we had, the marble floors, the big statues, the royalty, the grace. What they did to Chicago after 1890s is a complete travesty. They put in a bunch of Grogu loves you. All right. What I'm trying to get to is this: the old school way of stone, crystal, things that last thousands of years, the things that, you know, everyone should know this. You go down 8 to 10 feet in the ground, the base, I think, temperature of the planet's, I don't know, between 52 and 55 degrees. There's a lot of things that we can do to repurpose our environments, whether it be arid, wet, you know, temperate, different types of levels of facilities, each being built at different horizontals on the planet based upon the temperature, humidity, and what can grow there and what type of people want to live in certain areas. For me, for example, I want to live in the mountains or I want to live on the beach in the Hawaiian Islands. Okay? I want to be in the mountains or on the beach. I'm good with everything else in the middle. That's me personally. You know, don't get me wrong, there's some beautiful places in the Midwest, especially different times of year, that are just absolutely gorgeous. You know, it reminds me of The Great Outdoors. You know that movie, The Great Outdoors, with John Candy, I think was his name. You know, I don't know. Or Groundhog Day, you know, good old Punxsutawney. But what I'm trying to say is that everyone in their own districts, I want you to like take a different look at your topography of where you live. And you have this new abundance, right? So, hey, check this out. All the abundance is in our checking accounts. Okay, next. What are we going to do? Purchase land, get your homies, get organized, have some meetings. What else are we going to do? I don't know, gather resources, figure out what we want to do, contact your favorite architect, contact your local cement company. How many, I don't know how they do it, gallons or pounds of cement can that place create? Can I repurpose concrete on site? Can I bring my own rock crushers in? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring my own rock crushing machines in and repurpose about 60% of the material for any of the 3D printing concrete on site. I'm not buying some weird gravel from off site. I will repurpose all stone on site. What else is important? Go down. If you're going to build a facility on this planet, go down 2 floors. Why? You have a temperate environment. You also have a closed environment. If you guys have solar farms or whatever else you want to do hydroponics and other things to grow fruits, vegetables, and whatever. So no matter what the sun throws our way, you guys are good to go. Awesome. What else? Plumbing. If you guys want to do different layers of plumbing, all the plumbing on the properties I'm going to be developing are going to be 3-tier. So for example, say a normal plumbing structure has a 3/4 inch copper pipe. You put a 3/4 inch copper pipe inside of a 1 inch copper pipe inside of a 1.5 inch PVC pipe. What we've just done is completely not only made it airtight inside, mind you, the water moving through and the space they're in. But what I'm trying to express is if you guys start building things that are meant to last 300 years, put your brain in it's got to last 300 years. It's got to last 300 years. So why am I saying that? Because that's multi-generational. Okay? If you guys are going to do stuff on property, you guys are going to make awesome things. Use the materials readily available and go big. Okay? We should have different leasing companies between us, our family here. This is a team huddle, so let me explain what's about to go down and what we need to focus on. Resources. For example, this is how we're doing it over here. For example, abundance comes through. You really like tractors, let's just say. You buy all the tractors that are needed for your country, or lease them, whatever it may be. You got another friend that's part of your team. I'm investing in cranes. I'm investing in rock crushers. You get another person. I bought a concrete mixing plant. What I'm trying to get to is you guys all work together. You all lease from each other, and you cut out all the middlemen that want to slow you down. This is not about profit. This is about repurposing and solidifying the abundance of prosperity on this planet. And let me tell you something. The first step in that is making sure there's shelter over your head, food in your tummy, power so your kids can read at night as they train for college or whatever they're doing, and a nice warm temperature, they're hot or cold. What I'm getting to is that we cover our bases on this planet. A lot of this stuff is going to float off of us, of this material, weird, addictive, short-term thinking that has gotten this planet into where it is now. The short-term thinking is not where we need to be. Planting trees that you'll never sit in the shade under is understanding what it is to be a true citizen of Earth. Okay? I know our time here is limited. I kind of feel like Talladega Nights, though. I'm like, well, with my high annual income, there's no reason why I can't live to be at least 120, 150 years old. But what I'm trying to get to with us in these groups, in these teams, go ahead and punch in on the planet where you guys are coming in from. Okay? Punch in. If you guys know what's going down behind the scenes with some of this stuff, reach out. You guys have projects. This is what I want for all of you guys. Listen. I would like people around me that are already, in tune with their hearts. Their hearts are on. Their throat chakras are on. Their eyes are on or working towards that. First, though, priority, heart on. Intuition on. Why? I never want to babysit another human being for the rest of my life. I want your higher selves to be the true stewards of your stream, and I don't ever have to question your integrity or morality because your higher self is on you like white on rice, just like mine is. I'm not allowed to be out of integrity. 24 hours a day, 365, I have to speak my truth, and I have to create things to help my family. That is my purpose. That's why I'm here. What I'm trying to express to you guys is find the right group of people. You guys, in your whole town or village, there may be 2. Look to your elders. Look to those that have come before. Look for that wisdom. Okay? And the youth, before they get programmed with this weird stuff. Okay? I speak this to you because it's difficult at times to find people on your frequency or your vibration and your purpose. What's going to happen is we're going to create these cities. Someone's going to drive into it and think like they literally drove into Greece. They're like, what is this and who built this? We did. I'm no longer going to play so low that I would rather be the visionary like you guys out there, be the visionaries in your families and in your country. Make something your entire country, your entire family can be proud of, that's multi-generational, that actually brings the truth of our spirit from our creator, and why we here. Us Indigos, Starseeds, and Angelics need to put a flag on this planet and say, we were here, and we changed this world for the better. And when you want to see what it looked like before we got here, now let's take a look at what it looks like after. Okay, a lot of these different corporations, conglomerates, and all these weird nerd ETs want to take credit for all your hard work and what you're going to do. I'm sorry, that's not where I come from. One of the first things I learned when I was a multidimensional officer working down here for the last 10 years, cleaning up things. Let me explain something to you. The reason why it's very difficult to talk to me if you're a turd is because I've actually been on the battlefield with my guides for 10 years. I know what you look like. I know your outfit. I know your candor. I know your voice. I know everything about every one of my higher selves. Trying to pretend you're one of my higher selves is almost impossible. I had the Anshar, that weird little blonde lady, come up here when I was dealing with some of the content from Corey and asking questions. Mind you, every single bit of content I get through Gaia and any sort of download, that comes through, I sit there on my deck or in my pyramid and I process and I ask my guides, what is this about? What is this about? Show me. I have grids all across this planet, buried all across this planet. I have my own freeway sidewalk system connected to all my family across this planet. There is no place I have not gone except for Antarctica and deep into the high Siberia. So, coming to a network near you. Now, what I'm trying to get to with you guys, understanding your power, I'm trying to share some of my wisdom with you and understanding that, hey, knowing a lot of stuff is cool. Being a good person is important. The policies and motivations of some of these different species and stories that have come before us have always been steered towards validating a belief system which takes more than you give and keeps others separate from you. Some of these dark hat programming functions, to me, what I see is, I can't believe they're that dumb to actually believe this. And that goes all the way back from 4,000 years ago. Whenever someone tells a lie or an unjust truth, remember, it's truth from their perspective. I sit in both worlds in this duality game, and I'm here to express something to you. Our elders want this planet to shift in a graceful manner. I understand there's different motivations that have been set place 30, 40, 50 years ago, and whatever timeline concoction you saw through a viewing glass probability function, but I'm also here as a representative, as the Andromedan Council, my big blue, and some of the aspects on the Orion Council that do not completely agree with some of the lower dimensional fractality and lower dimensions belief systems, which do not hold the all. Rather, it created a game in which the imbalances of, for example, I'll explain it real simple for everyone. On the light side, on your left side, Angelics, your light side, gets bonus points for saving souls. Okay? Well, guess how you work your way up on the night side? Your night side works its way up by taking souls or turning souls, or, they get bonus points for taking out powerful Angelics, just say. What I'm trying to express is it's still a choice point. Another thing to focus on, if you have no temptation, how is anyone ever going to touch you? If you're always in a safe place, you're always in a safe location, you already worked out for 2 hours, sun charged from the sun and pulled so much energy through your body, your eyes are starting to glow. What can this little baby 3D world offer you? What, an iPhone, an iPad, some cryptocurrency? What is it? What is it that you want? What is it that you want to create? What type of being are you? Ladies and gentlemen, we are creator beings in the flesh. We're just remembering who we truly are. Remember that. We are very, 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 very old. Okay. We're not baby spirits. Now, we have friends, right? We have friends that are little baby, maybe they only had 500 incarnations. You're like, hey, what's up, little guy? They're like, I'm going to try the dance on the dark side and see how that goes. And they're talking to me. I'm like the Grim Reaper. I'm like, all right, well, have fun. Don't get too lost in the river Styx, son. But if you do, I'll come fetch you. Okay. Here, tie this off to your hips. So if you dive underwater in the river Styx into the abyss, I can at least pull you out. Okay? That's who we really want to share in the sense of we are all one. choosing different realities and polarities and belief systems. But I'm here to break you out of this programming in the sense of you choose your destiny, you walk your destiny. You choose your destiny, you walk your destiny. You want to start your new life right now? Do it. You want to have unlimited abundance and things that are coming your way? Use it wisely. Help others. Take this gift and create a new world. Start first with the world around you. New environment, new house, new property. Then bigger. Then bigger. Unite the world as one. Okay? And I'm doing that out of love, peace, and prosperity. I'm not into these weird little groups that sit in circles. I'm not into it. I'm old. Okay? I'm very old on my night side. Very, very old. I'm trying to express to you is that some of these things that we've been dealing with down here in the lower dimensions do not have clearance to exist. The belief system is false. It's only based upon clarity of a perspective that was based on a timeline that no longer exists. So imagine having a belief system that was created that no longer exists in this timeline. Look at the Mandela effects. Do you think all belief systems are not affected by the Mandela effects? Process that for a second. As timeline shifts, so does the potential of each timeline you ride upon. If you keep going vertical on timelines, you're going to understand something, as many of us have, that we are all one making choices. What I'm trying to express to you in my loving way is choose wisely. Help the little kids, protect innocence, treat your neighbors with respect, love your parents, help people up. Okay? A lot of these guys are just confused doing donuts with some weird 12-year-old, 13-year-old MK Ultra programming through their head that they were programmed with at 13 in some sort of ceremony. Now they're 45 and you wonder why you can't get a straight answer out of them. So what I'm getting to is watch the programming. It's known to every single sentient being how the programming works down here. Okay? No one's confused upstairs on how this works. Okay? At all. How do you think different ETs and domestic inner earth beings speak telepathically? Well, imagine if your mind's a firewall that an ET can go right through and stare at every single memory that created the emotional response that you're reacting to, and then actually wonder why you're always being outplayed. I've already stared at 50 that created the emotional response that you're reacting to, and then actually wonder why you're always being outplayed. I've already stared at 15 different probabilities of how you're going to react to any situation. How can you ever win in a situation like that? What I'm trying to express to you is that come from your heart, bypass polarity or dimensional expression, and from that place of creator you become unpredictable in the sense of I am not to be owned, bought, or sold. I am a priceless being just as you are. I am a light being. I can morph into whatever function of reality I want to. I'm becoming fully conscious once again. I am a sovereign being walking the earth to help out my brothers and sisters regain their consciousness. That's who you guys all are out there right now. Okay? Just trying to let you know. It's hard to express that sometimes to your higher selves that think we're a bunch of chihuahuas on a leash, wondering when we can go to work from 9 to 5 and I need to go take a poo-poo. Daddy, can you take me out? I mean, some of these guys down here think of us as entertainment. I'm here to express that I'm here for your job. I'm here to express that your elders showed up and this is undercover boss and I'm staring at you from the basement, looking at your face. 24 hours a day, 365. I'm not here for any sort of polarity game. I'm here to help my family rise up, and rise we shall. Okay? That's who we really are. We incarnated to rise. We incarnated to change this world. We are all one family unit. I don't care what star system you come from. If you did this trip with me and you're staring at my face right now in a human popsicle suit, I love you and thank you so much for coming. That's the strength you have in here. This ain't a storybook. This ain't a story. You guys all went through pain and suffering and all this weird shit and programming as I have. I'm trying to express to you, remember your strength and that you are still here. Okay? It's like that Morpheus speech. And we are still here in Zion, still holding that light for our friends and family. Just remember that. Okay? I don't care what these borders or countries or what language you're listening to me right now. Understand my heart. Freedom is why we are here. Freedom to have full expression of our heart and our love and our soul across this planet. A golden sphere of energy that swallows this planet and removes all inefficiencies and lies from our space. I am here to uphold that with you. Okay? We are one team. Okay? I'm just trying to express that to you. Light beings, okay? Angelic, star seeds, indigos, whatever it is, what time you got here. The purpose is right now, create a better world than when we got here. We all know there's a lot of weird stuff that happened before we got here, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? It happened because we weren't here. All right? That's why it happened. We are a completely different breed of beings sitting here right now speaking to each other. I'm here to tell you, you are strong enough to do what you need to do. And don't let anyone ever steer you out of your truth, your purpose, and the amount of love you wish to share across this planet. Okay? That's who you really are. Everything else is distraction and temptation. Get it out of you. Eventually, you get old. Okay? I'd rather be surfing with sea turtles or feeding dolphin off my flipper. Or feeding flipper off my deck in the Hawaiian Islands. There it is. If you need me, I'll be broadcasting and sending everything we need to do behind the scenes to make this dimension shift much faster. I express this to you because you guys are just like me. We're all at different levels in this game. So come from your heart and understand that you do have a very important part to play. We all do. All right. All right. Freedom! All my fellow Scots out there. What else is nice? All right. Sunday morning. Happy Sunday. You guys know what I'm referencing? That's funny. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday. Just totally glitching out on whatever her name is, Pelosi. Moving on. Programming. The programming is thick in California. It took me 2 years to break it. The programming is thick in New York. It's not just a personal belief system. The broadcasting things through the air very heavily out there, and it's very difficult to actually take a deep breath and actually rise above the frequency of some of these major metropolitan cities. Understand that your purpose and your belief system drives, hey, I think I'm going to go out into the wilderness or go camping for the weekend. That you can do. You can drive off grid and go camping with some loved ones and have a great time. You don't have to sit in these big cities and just get bombarded, because what happens is everyone has a specific life force. You have to understand that life force to life force, we would smoke all of these negative beings on this planet. But what are they using? Technology. They're using things that are plugged into the grid to broadcast their agendas through the airwaves. So I'm trying to express something to you. Make that suit stronger. Yeah, New Jersey, love you guys. Hey, everyone, now that I'm coming back in here, hey guys, punch in on where on the earth you're coming in from. I'm over here in a pyramid like 5 in the morning, just like, get it. Like, I don't know. I know we're holding the frequency up. Sunday, yeah, exactly, Pelosi. Good morning, Sunday morning. I mean, come on, guys. I love you, Canada. Canada, hang in there, bro. Hang in there, bro. Canada, we love you. We know. We all know. We all see it. We love you, Canada. Hang in there, you guys. Hang in there. Goodness gracious. I got all my friends and family in Canada and Australia. Yes, I had questions from Australia. You guys are doing great. Hold tight. It's coming. And like I said, too, you guys, please, treat your body with respect in what you put in it. That's all I can say about that at this point. Okay? Please. All right. Yeah, Massachusetts, Malibu. Reagan, what up, baby? I love you. Florida, France, the Netherlands. Come on. I want to go to the Netherlands. Hey, why don't we all get together when we have all this abundance and go, hey, I want to build one in the Netherlands. Hey, I want one in New Zealand. Hey, and guess what's weird? You guys find the land and we all work together, and all of a sudden we create a neural network up of every single city is quantum entangled based upon the architecture and crystal resonance and frequency, which we will modulate through analog receivers to actually broadcast at a certain frequency and connect all of these light cities together and actually start using the ether as it was meant to be used. Okay, remember, the ether is real. The ether, the firmament. It's the firmament. I'm like, whatever word you want, but the ether is real. It's very real. All right, I'm gonna ether right into your brains using the ether. No, I'm just kidding. I want to help you guys just, work on the heart stuff. So let's talk about this. This is why it's so difficult for the hot stuff and the mind stuff, okay? The heart stuff is hard because when I was a little kid, little white-haired, blonde, my hair was like white when I was a little kid. Little blonde-haired, white-haired Palladian, born here, showed up here, you know, conceived in Fiji, probably some weird Fijian god in this suit. Conceived in Fiji, little white-haired Palladian boy. When I got here, I was always staring at things like, this is really strange. I remember even in old pictures of me, I was always scanning everything. I was always scanning everything. I was always just quiet and scanning everything. Now that I'm older, and where I grew up in Manhattan Beach, mind you, TRW, Northrop Grumman, and the Federal Building was right down the street. So I have to think to myself, was I literally placed here as a placeholder to record every single being that ever stepped foot in my little child's presence since 1981 or 1980, right? 1981, 82. So I'm trying to get to is this. When these guys talk about the Palladians that worked at upstairs in TRW, when I drove into the parking lot and I my vessel was here at some of these different junctions. So what I learned how to do is time jump or time skip. So if my 3D ground was in the space, I could sit in the parking lot and watch a movie review, kind of like, you guys ever seen Men in Black Part 3 when that one guy had a 5D consciousness where he could actually play back the baseball game and bring it back into real time, right? So what I'm getting to is that I started staring through the windows of where those beings were worked, and I started watching. And I told you guys this in a video like 8, it was 9 months ago when I was riding a bike when I was a little kid, and I remember walking home with my parents' dogs when they lived in Manhattan Beach, and I remember being able to zoom back in my own history and watch myself ride a bicycle down the street 25 years ago. And I was like, whoa, so is all time happening simultaneously? And they're like, yes, son. And I was like, wait, so you mean I can watch any memory of any place I've been on this planet? They're like, yes, if you wish to. So then my heart starts going like this, because then I really feel like, what am I doing here? I get like, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. I start going into, can I watch anything at any time since I've been here? They're like, yes. What would you like to watch? My thing is that if I've been there in the physical and I put my hands on it, very, very easily. I'm sharing this with you because I want you guys, when you're doing your bloodline runs, before you go, try this. Give your mom or your dad a hug, or your grandma if they're still alive. Give them a hug, copy and paste the frequency, and then fly back to Eastern Europe or fly back wherever your grandpa's from who hasn't been home since he was 16 years old. Go, give me your download. What are you doing? You're handing off a USB drive of visual sensations that the new version in the bloodline is going to go fix and mend for the whole family. Try that. The copy and paste thing's real. Okay? So, some knowledge for you. All right. What else is cool? Copying, pasting yourself in timelines. What else? Running into your fourth dimensional version now in the past, now that you're an adult. Strange. How about this? You guys ever visit yourself in a dream time? I did this when I was healing myself, when I partied like a rock star from 21 to 25. Check this out. I showed up as a light being in my own past, walked into the apartment, saw myself sitting there, loaded, and was literally like trying to grab myself through time as a light being in the future. I was like, get this out of here. Boy, come with, I was literally like, we need to get you clean. If I was there right now, I'd just duct tape you and throw you in the shower and let you shake it out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to say, like, I was literally, like, imagine a 9-foot light being walking into your past, you, in the future, walking in your past going, I'm trying to grab my 20-year-old self right now. I've done that over and over and over again to literally, like, you guys, like, see in Inception, where the walls of the reality start to shake? I'm literally breaching time to grab myself and pull myself out of that programming. So what I'm getting to, you guys can do everything I can do I'm just seeding your consciousness. Reach back in time when you were hurt or in pain or in suffering. Show up now as an adult. We're not little kids. Maybe some bad stuff happened to you when you were a little kid. Okay? If you need me, check this out. Rion, can you come with me? Something happened to me when I was 13. I'll roll in there with you and go, get it, honey. I'll hold space. Grab that inner child, man. Grab that inner child. Protect that inner child. Pull your innocence back to you in the future. What do you think your higher selves are using you for right now? You don't think we're mending and fixing things between bloodlines, tribes, and different ET species that are walking this earth right now and trying to come together? Not trying, in coming together, mending, balancing. What do you think we're doing for the collective consciousness right now? Practice with your own stream first. Once you master your own stream, then you can copy and paste it to many. But understand why we do these things. We do these things to free each other from slavery. We do these things to enlighten ourselves in remembering why we truly came to this planet. If each of us could remember the moment we stepped off that ship and jumped down that portal and wah, we're a little baby down here, and you guys remembered your mission protocols before we got here, we wouldn't even need to have this conversation. I'm trying to remind you guys, do not let this place bury you in Kool-Aid where you don't even know what you're doing today, okay? Health, nutrition, your smoothies, your meditation, your sun charging, your exercise. If you guys are in very dense areas, you gotta move the energy, okay? I'm not some like workout nut. I'm just trying to tell you, I have to move the energy and consciousness through my suit so I can find my center, okay? Especially if you have a bunch of artificial programming being broadcast through the ether, right? Into your minds where you think that you're a part of this program that you have nothing to do with. We are actually the counter to that program. How do you become strong enough to fight back? You got to turn your heart on. That's a fusion engine. All your higher selves are plugged into this like balloon animals. Okay, when I make the joke balloon animals, that's what I mean. I'm a fusion engine with a bunch of cables going through my body and a bunch of higher selves going into different dimensions, accessing my energy stream as I access theirs. When you're unconscious, your 4D and your night side's just siphoning energy off you like you're a battery. When you get strong, you go ahead and tie that knot out, get over here, and go, get your booty in Ascension School, stop wasting my time. Grandpa disincarnated. Off with you. The older versions of yourself are here to support you, but you got to believe in yourself and open that heart to the possibilities of us all truly being multidimensional beings experiencing the physical. Understand this. I don't care what planet we incarnate into or how our indoctrination when we're little kids happens. It'd be the same exact lesson on any other planet you would come to. I would just hope on other planets they didn't have so much ridiculousness programmed at such an early age. And it's only getting worse. Fight for your children, fight for your prosperity, in the sense of do not allow weirdos to teach your kids falsities. That's something you know in your stomach and in your heart when you send them to school in the morning. Okay? Just being real. That kid comes home and tells you, this is what they're teaching me, mommy. And you're just like, whoa, what? Go check it out. Be like, I'm pulling them out. We can't trust your programming. Thank you so much. That's what's going on here in the United States. Okay? Just understand that. You have a parent, you're responsible for that child, pay attention to what they're being programmed with. Because let me tell you something, that child will be our age in 30 years, right? And what's going to happen? You're going to be dealing with a different type of person that's okay to be programmed. I don't ever want to be programmed by another human being, ever. Right? We're barely human beings as it is. We're barely holding this energy structure in these little suits as it is. Okay? If you want to call me human because I got a ½ inch of membrane of cheekbone around my neurological system and my skeleton as my energy courses through this suit like a little popsicle suit, sure, call me human. I'm just trying to be honest with you. You're a lot more than that. Your soul is awesome. I don't even ever told you how awesome your soul is and how beautiful you are. These are things that should be taught in school. You are a very beautiful, beautiful, sentient, awesome being, and there's no one like you in this universe. Treat yourself as such. You are priceless. There's weird experiences out there, choose to do something else. You don't have to bump heads with it every time. That's why us indigos are here. These protect. Us indigos, grab your gloves. These kids, protect your kids. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not to look at these little these little 16-year-olds hey, we got this. I'm both. Let's get this done, shall we? create abundance. I never want you to see some of the stuff that we at our age group and older have had to see. I want you to live in peace and prosperity. Honey, create paradise. I'll hold back the storm. You create. You don't need to see all the weird stuff and wiggy things they forgot last time they flushed the surface of this planet that's been running around down here. I just got back from the bayou. You don't think I know it's running around down in the bayou? You guys, when I say my third eye seeing things, I'm saying it's like a 4K camera. I'm not saying I'm saying I'm seeing full definition to the lines in their face and their whole regalia. I kind of tone it down for the videos. I'm trying to say the visual is a lot more striking than you can ever imagine. Okay? What I am here, though, is to express is some of our jobs is to hold that line, and you guys are doing a great job. Whew. That's all I'm trying to say. I never want the little kids on this planet to see what we've had to clean up, ever. And all those guys and those that are cleaning out those underground military bases, love you, bro. All those Navy SEALs, all those guys that may have their story shared, may not. I'm gonna be real with you. I love you and appreciate you and thank you so much for helping us. And a lot of the population will never even know the great deeds that you have done. Again, also with all the different Galactic Federation of Light and species that are helping out down here, let me explain something to you. I appreciate you and I love you, and I know we've lost good beings on both sides. I'm just trying to express this to you. Thank you. Not many people actually understand what is going on. I'm here to tell you, thank you. Some of that horrors that you have had to deal with, I appreciate you and love you very, very much, and thank you for doing your best to help us. Okay? This is not just a 3D thing. This is going on in all floors of dimensions to clear this planet. It is not just what you guys see on the boob tube. Okay? No. There is all kinds of cleanups and things and people that have lost their lives fighting on our behalf that you will never know their names. And I'm here to express this to you. I love you. Thank you so much. And for all my friends and family out there, understand the sacrifices that are being made on your behalf. So please help us out in stepping into your power and turning your heart on to really show that this effort was not in vain. Because I'm here to tell you, we've already won. So please show your expression to higher selves and all these beings that are here to help us, all these angelics and everyone who got their hands dirty on this run, okay? Please show your expression of love and gratitude, because here's the thing. It's okay to say, hey, maybe your higher selves were working the whole time. But now that the 3D vessel's becoming conscious enough to understand what's happening with all these truths coming out and how this weird stuff's been going on, our job is to be cool, calm, balanced, and stabilize the frequency, not of what was, but what is to be. So that's what I mean. So you ask, like, how can I assist right now? Manifest the beautiful future that your children get to experience, where all of this bad stuff from the past will be like an old VCR player, and we'll never remember these people's names, these weirdos, or their agendas. It'll go the way of the dodo. It'll be like a Chuck E. Cheese commercial at 2 a.m. That's what I mean by these things, these characters that are playing these roles. I've actually asked my guides, and I was like, yo, let me snatch and grab a couple of these dudes. And they literally were like, hey, bro, they're actors, they're playing a game. And I was like, do they know they're actually they're just playing a characterization of a polarity? And they're like, most of them are not as conscious as you think. Just because you can sit there and talk to an ET and have a cup of coffee, right? You're still talking to a being that's in a 3D popsicle suit. You're not talking to that specific being's higher self. So what I'm getting to is stop giving away your power to things that don't have their hearts on. Because when your heart is on it, you can trust that person because they are going to treat you in a loving way, in the same manner as they'd like to be treated. Stay with those beings. That's how I feel. Some of these things you're going to remember about yourself are very old, simple concepts. Remember those things. Those are the things to remember. It's not the 15-page dissertation. It's the one-sentence truths that really gets you through the hard times. For all my fellow warriors out there, listen to me. All those guys that were in the military and all those guys that saw horrible things. This is how I process my past lives, where I remember loading my friends on ox carts and I was mentally messed up for the rest of that incarnation. This is what I'd say to myself, especially when I was processing. So for any warriors out there, this is how I got through this level of processing. I said, no matter what steps in front of me, no matter who or what steps in front of me, I'm going to see my family again. And in that little simple truth, that's how I got through it. Okay? War sucks. Okay? But I'm here to tell you, that's what I told myself. So I didn't take it into the polarity game. I said, listen, I want to see my mom. I want to see my dad. Maybe you have a daughter at home. Whatever steps in front of me, I'm going to go through you because I would love to see my family again. So I know war sucks, but I'm trying to tell you, that's how I had to process old battlefield stuff, okay? There's also another thing too. I'm going to explain to you guys what the real night side is and how we do things and some of the territories that we come from. We never propagated a story that was taking from innocence. And this is what I mean by that. When I ask my dragon, and I say, how are these little turds allowed to do some of these things down here? And he says, I'm like, I remember to take a life, for example. It was a one-on-one thing. It was a duel. Similar to the Native American thing. No warrior would ever take the life of a little child or any of these things. I don't understand what this is. I don't understand because true warriors understand the effects of cause and effect. Okay? Does it make you feel like a big man to go into a bunny farm with a 22? Does that make you feel like when the bunnies can't fight back? What I'm trying to get to is, you guys, even on the night side, for all my fellow dragons out there, these little turds that have been left doing donuts down here still don't have access or galactic clearance to do what they're doing. And the true night side function of that polarity of what it really means to be one of us, they do not hold that at all. They are a fake facade, a watered down wine that tastes like grape juice at this point. They've lost their way and are being cleaned up now. But I'm here to express is this. In the duality game, there was a time on this planet where we would do tribe versus tribe, and almost as a genetic experiment to say, hey, which one's going to survive? Which one's stronger? Which species? They were actually blending and using conflict to create a new type of being, right? Through conflict, mind you. I'm here to tell you that experience and experiment is over. I'm here to tell you that some of these polarities need to understand that coming together now is what everyone needs to do. Why? There are higher levels of realities that are going to be available to us, and the only way we get there is together. This true strength that we're going to need as a unit, as a collective consciousness. Now, try this out. Imagine every single being above and below ground that's existed in this space for 10,000 years energetically in a sphere. Like a neural quantum computer. Okay? Try this out. 10,000 years, say in the past, say 10,000 years in the future in this golden sphere. Right now, we are in a quantum entanglement with each other through various timelines, figuring out how to evolve as a collective consciousness, how to evolve as one. What I'm expressing to you is this experiment is far greater than any one of our higher selves can actually understand. Okay? And we're doing that for our galaxy, and we're doing that for the universal collective. So I want to again, tip my hat off to you. We all came down here on this run to learn things, as have I. Okay? I'm not perfect. I've done great things and I've done bad things. But here's the difference. I don't run from what I've done. Okay? Pay your tabs. Earn your spot. Remember why you came. Okay? And a lot of these guys are just lost and confused. They don't know any better. And I get that. But please do not hurt anyone. And do not let your expression take more than you give. If you do, then you're gonna have to deal with some of the doormen whose job it is to make sure that you stay in the lower dimensions and do not graduate. You know? Some of these guys are actually signing up for another 25,000 years downstairs. They don't know that. Some of these guys have been adding up negative karma for so long. What do you think happens at the end of every cycle? Half cycle, quarter cycle. Who do you think shows up? We are in one of those moments right now. I'm expressing it to you. If I can change, so can any other person and being on this planet. I'm here to tell you I'm a very good person. I have a Palladian heart. I love myself, right? I love all my friends and family. After this, I'm going inner child all day. But this is what I can say. I have to understand and process pretty dark things because that's part of my job as a cleaner, as a gardener. I have to go into a space and see things that no one else wants to see, or clean things up that no one else wants to clean up. So again, I might have to have some sort of information of what I'm moving or shifting, right? So what I'm trying to say is that light beings wear any hat necessary to get the job done. So you have many different hats that you wear, ladies and gentlemen. Just remember, we wear many hats. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say. Right? What are these stories all down here? I'm like, yeah, Pops, what hat am I wearing today? Is it Live La Vida Loca? Is it Get Some? Is it motocross day? Is it clean up the night side? Is it shift a bunch of turds off the plant? I mean, what day is it today? Today for us, ladies and gentlemen, this is our abundance day. Portugal just launched fireworks off for this, Nasara Jasari thing. Take a look at it. And with that, I don't know. I love you. I'm just trying to say, hey, faster, faster, faster. Come on, faster. I love you guys very, very much. And I'm here to tell you that we are woke. We are working this grid. And, it's an absolute pleasure being with you guys here today. Everything that you guys have ever gone through is going to be used, not only by you and your bloodlines, but to fix multiple bloodlines in understanding. So if you can fix your heart, if you can heal your heart right now, if you can forgive those that have trespassed against you, and forgive yourself, to understand that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay, to get hoodwinked once in a while. Right? Use one of these turds words. What I'm trying to say is recognizing that that wasn't something that was in your best interest or the collective or your family or your heart or your love or the true essence of your being. To understand that as an adult and go, all of these programs that came before I woke up are null and void. It's basically like magazine material at an airport. I'm an eternal being in a popsicle suit, enjoying myself, helping my friends and family. That comes first. Okay? That's what's important. Many of you guys are here to also save your family from limbo and many other things that have come, say 3 generations back to 3 generations forward, or 4 and 7. They say 7 generations. In the 7 generational swing, remember, maybe you're here to fetch your great-great-grandpa and your great-great-grandma. Eh? Maybe your great-great-aunt. You don't know who she is. Maybe you're here to help, your kids are here to help you do your job. Many of you guys have these little indigo crystal kids that look at you like the universe, and maybe one day just ask them, hey son, are you here to help me process my bloodline thing? And some of the stuff we got to work on, the little kid might go, yeah, Dad, that's why I came down here. You needed some help. Or Mom. You just listen to their answers. Okay? I'm just trying to say, hey, they might look at you and go, yeah, you looked like you needed some help, Ma. And they'll go back into playing with toys at 3 years old. Just pay attention, right? Ask the right questions. You might be very surprised on their answers. Okay. Woo! All right. What else, grow? Little baby grow goop. Little grow. All right. Fire. You guys, we have a sale going on. I think it starts today. It's 22% off all energy tools. 22% off all energy tools from today until midnight on July 4th. That'll be my gift to my family. The coupon code is FREEDOM. I believe it's all caps, FREEDOM. It's 22% off all light tools. I've been downstairs just making some really powerful things for you guys by myself and really manifesting a lot of abundance and peace and prosperity while I do this as my own meditation that I do as I process everything that's going on this planet in my own way. And I made some things that are very special for you guys. So I recommend taking advantage of that. Like I said, with this abundance and stuff about to take place on this planet, my job will change and my focus. With this last run of things I want to do for you guys, I wanted to really make something special for you that we can always stay connected energetically. So again, go to store.teamlight.com. Coupon code is FREEDOM, 22% off all energy tools. All right. Okay, one last thing, because I really like this part too. Okay, so I never do tarot, so I'm doing oracle cards, but I wanted to pull some cards live on camera for you. And when I was pulling cards for all my friends in Sedona that are actually all very famous people on YouTube, they saw how I pulled the cards and they're like, what are you doing? I go, oh, I separate my cards in this manner. So I'm gonna try to teach you my technique for you guys that where you can basically use your hands and your intuition, to help. So These are not tarot cards. I'm sorry. These are oracle cards. They're called Star Dragon. I like dragons and unicorns. My dragons are tight. I like my dragons. For all my fellow dragons out there, this is for you. He's actually going to pull. All right, so what I do is ask me a question. Go. Ask me a question the whole collective conscious wants to know. Yeah. So these are the deck. Go ahead, punch in a hard one. You guys, give me a question that I can answer with some oracle cards. And this is the deck I just got, so I'm just trying it out. Okay. How do I remember? Okay, that's okay. We can do how do I remember? Are we there yet? Yo, man. Yo. I think we're there. I know we're there. Okay. Let's just do a reading for this week and for this year on the abundance for the collective and the things that we need to focus on. Okay. So what I do is this. So let's talk about abundance for this week and then abundance for this month. Let's just do that. Okay. For this week. So what I do is I put my chi through all my cards. Okay. You guys can shuffle whatever you want to do. I touch every single card. So basically, quantumly, I'm like pushing my golden chi through my thumb into every single card. Okay? All right? I ask my question, and I go, what everyone needs to know on Earth right now for this week coming up. Got it? Let's do a 3-card pull. All right. So what I do is first card. Sorry, the cameras. So what I do is I go like this. I split the cards in half, and I go like this. Left or right? Right. Take the cards in half again. Left or right? Left. Take the cards in half again. Left or right? Left. Take it down to like 4 cards. Doing that, and that's a way you can use your own intuition to do it. First card. First card is protection. Protection is the first card for this week. Protection, all right? So that means protection, finding what's important. First card for this week. All right, what else we got? Can I drop cards? All right. Second card. So the first one is finding what's important. What's important in your life? What do you need to focus on this week? What's your focus this week? Okay, second card. To do this, all of you intuitive healers out there, sometimes your hands twitch. I can see, basically, if your third eye's on, what happens is you see a cable coming down and just touching etherically to whatever side. Okay, so first one's important, second one. You can get very fast at it, by the way. Okay. Second card is returning, going with the flow. Second card, going with the flow. Returning, going with the flow. Okay, I like it. So we have protection, finding what's important. Then we got returning, going with the flow. Oh, am I about to make a sentence over here? All right. Come on now. Last one for this week. This upcoming week. From your dragons. What do we got? Left hand. If you guys, some of you guys can see on camera with your third eye, you can actually watch the cable touch the cards. See if you guys want to focus. Boom. Boom. And third card for this week is transformation, defining yourself. Okay? Defining yourself. So what we got for this upcoming week? What should we focus on here? Okay? Protection, finding what's important. Okay. Second one is returning, going with the flow. That's really important right now, is going with the flow. What's important? Go with the flow, stay positive, okay? And the third one is transformation, defining yourself, transformation. All right. It's time to go ahead and, Avengers assemble, right? Team Light assemble. You guys, we're at the precipice of great things on this planet. Stay chill, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are awesome rock stars. I'll do the month one, and everyone's like, do the month. Maybe I'll do that. I like my dragon cards. I got a hit on those. I don't know. I like dragons, and I have a unicorn deck coming too. So watch out now. I think that's cool. They're oracle cards. I don't get the weird. Some people have different belief systems about stuff. Anything that I can use as a medium to communicate with you guys, specific messages, they're all tools. Right? I love you guys. Use that coupon code FREEDOM. You guys, it's been an absolute pleasure being with you, and many great things to come. I'm just really excited to create spaces and places for us to get together and really share our downloads in our own way, in a very awesome way. And for all my quantum physicists, scientists, electromagnetic engineers, we're gonna need you. For all those guys that understand Tartarian, the World's Fairs, and all that old technology and all the ether, how to wrap those coils, need you. For all those guys that are great at architecture, drawings, downloads, symbolism, need you. You guys keep creating this abundance on this planet and get ready. Many things are about to change. Again, we don't wait for the mainstream to tell us. I'm telling you, it's happening right now. Right now, as you watch this video, these things are popping off right now. So check it out. There's some links provided. And with that, Grogu! All right, Grogu. We say bye now. I love you guys. You guys have a blessed week, okay? Stay balanced, all right? Sending love and abundance from Sedona. All right. Facebook, love you. May the force be with you always. Stay focused, stay grounded, breathe. Bye-bye now. All right, YouTube. Oh, YouTube. Get it. You guys are priceless. Ladies and gentlemen, you are priceless. Your children are priceless. Step into your birthright. Creator, or the original creator of our soul, loves us very, very much. We love you, and thank you so much for being on this ride with us. Peace.